I've been to some of the world's most famous museums: MoMA, the Louvre, the Smithsonian, the Museum of Natural History, and yet sometimes it's the smaller, regional, less famous museums that I find myself enjoying the most, like this one, the Museum of History and Industry in Seattle, Washington. Join me as I take you on a tour of this hidden gem with its historical exhibits, including a special look at some of the founding documents of the United States. My name is John T. I am a retiree who loves to travel around the world and around the U.S. with my family, as well as doing fun things around my hometown. Join us every week to escape the mundane and to regain wonder. Howdy, and welcome to John's with John T. I am John T, and I am here in Seattle, Washington, and it is a sort of raw day, an unseasonably raw day, and because of that, I'm not really dressed for this kind of chilly weather. And I've got a couple hours to kill while I'm here in Seattle before I take my train home, so I figured, you know what? Why not go to a museum? I mean, on a raw, chilly day, that's kind of the best thing to do. And I've decided to go here to the Museum of History and Industry. I've always loved science and industry and history museums, so that sounds like fun. So why don't you join me on this jaunt as I go in to check it out. Okay, so this is pure serendipity, but apparently this museum is hosting what they're calling the Freedom Plane. I feel like a bad American citizen for not having heard about this, but apparently it is some of the original country's founding documents that are basically traveling from one museum to another around the country, and they are being hosted here at the Seattle Museum of History and Industry through August 16th. And the whole thing is, as a result of that, the museum is free and seeing the documents are all free, so win-win. Anyway, so I'm just gonna look around, and I put myself on the wait list to see the documents. I was a little bit worried about that because I can't stay here long because I'm catching a train later, but apparently he said the wait list is pretty quick, so I should be able to see those documents, which will be pretty cool. This is the American flag that was flown, athletes representing the United States at the 1936 Olympics in Berlin. It's cool. I've never seen a representation like this that tells exactly what years the flag was changed to add more stars. If you come to the Seattle Museum of History and Industry, one thing you might miss is there's a small theater on the second floor, and they have a little, kind of a little film about the Great Seattle Fire of 1889. And it's interesting, it's informative, but it's surprisingly entertaining, and even more so considering it was a huge tragedy. It's surprisingly funny. And I think the reason why they were able to get away with it being funny is because that fire, one thing it was known for was not only the massive destruction, but how quickly the city grouped together and recovered and rebuilt after that fire that destroyed dozens of blocks of the city. While visiting the museum, be sure to take a little time to explore the harbor as well. Well, that is going to do it for this week. I really enjoyed visiting the Seattle Museum of History and Industry. And of course, now as you can see, the sun has come out and it's a much more beautiful day. So I think that was a couple of hours well spent. And if you are here in Seattle, I would highly recommend that you just come by and pay this a visit. The harbor is beautiful. The museum is wonderful. It's small, but it's definitely something that can take a couple hours of your morning, and it's very enjoyable. And if you come until August 16th, you'll be able to see those documents, and it will be free. So there you go. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to give us a like. You know, here at Johns with John T, we go on Johns around the world, around the country, around the state, around the city, and sometimes just around the house. So if that sounds like fun to you, then please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because that way you'll be notified of future videos. And if you want to see more of my videos about visiting things up here in the Pacific Northwest, you can click right here, right in front of the Space Needle apparently. Anyway, that's going to do it for now. I am John T, and until I can figure out a better sign off, thanks for watching.